Sam's eyebrows scrunched together as she scowled at the phone, as if staring at it hard enough would make it disappear. She would never get the Collier quote done if the stupid phone didn't stop ringing. Her eyebrows furrowed as she growled at it in frustration. To say Sam was irritated would be an understatement. The 60-hour work weeks were wearing on her. Instead of shrinking, the piles of paperwork just seemed to grow. She ran a frazzled hand through her long, dark hair. All of her stress and aggravation was the direct result of her recent vacation. Admittedly, the cruise had been a welcome break, but the mountain of work waiting for her when she got back left her wondering whether it was worth taking the time off. Sam sighed heavily as she picked up the phone. "Thank you for calling Anderson Insurance Group. Samantha Rite speaking. How can I help you?"
"Samantha Rite, this is Special Agent James Donovan of the CIA."
The caller got right to the point.
"I need to meet with you as soon as possible."
Sam briefly closed her eyes. "Why on earth do you need to meet with me?"
"We believe your life may be in danger."
This must be some kind of joke, and it wasn't one bit funny. She had enough to worry about right now. "Sorry, I didn't catch that last part. Did you just say my life was in danger?" The caller ignored her question.
"I'm in town now and close to your office. I can meet you there or someplace else, if you prefer."
He paused for a second before continuing.
"We need to meet today. The sooner the better. Lee Windsor asked me to contact you. He's still in Central America and unable to contact you himself."
If what this Special Agent Donovan said was true, at least Lee wasn't blowing her off. There had only been one brief text from him since she arrived home. Last she knew, he was still in Belize, and she was beginning to wonder. She snapped back to the conversation at hand. "I'm not meeting you anywhere until you tell me what's going on." Poor Lee, Donovan thought. This lady sounded like a real handful. Maybe he had just caught her at a bad time. Donovan repeated himself as he tried to stress the urgency in meeting.
"Like I said before, there's a good chance your life may be in danger."
It looked as if Sam would not get any more information out of this Donovan fellow until she agreed to meet him. She mentally shrugged. It was probably best to err on the side of caution. "Fine, I can meet you after I get out of work. There's a pub right around the corner from my office, but I can't make it until around 6, she warned. As soon as she hung up, she texted Lee. "I just got a call from a man who said he was Special Agent Donovan. He told me my life was in danger and he mentioned your name. Do you know what this is about?" Sam pressed the send button and then set her phone down. Hopefully he would reply. She spent the rest of the afternoon trying to focus on work, but a thread of concern kept winding its way into her thoughts. Was she really in danger? She worked hard to push the memories of her cruise back, but they kept popping into her head. She and her sister had planned a girls-only cruise, a 40th birthday celebration with a week spent in paradise, a much-needed escape after a really tough year. A small sigh escaped her lips. Sam had discovered that her husband had been cheating on her with a woman in his office, a much younger woman at that. It seemed like everyone in the world knew about it, except her. By the time the whole affair was out in the open, there was no chance of salvaging their marriage. Not that Anthony had tried, or even wanted to. The ink wasn't even dry on the divorce papers before the jerk married the other woman. The cruise hadn't exactly turned out as planned. Her sister had been involved in an accident and couldn't go, leaving Sam to go by herself. Looking back, she was glad she went, even if it left her with piles of work. Everything had been going great until the day their ship made a final port stop in Belize. Her plan had been to go cave tubing. Little did she know her tour group would be taken hostage on the way to the cave. After several harrowing hours, many of which Sam spent desperately praying, they were miraculously rescued by the U.S. military. And Lee. Sam smiled as she thought about Lee. She was attracted to him from the moment she set eyes on him, even though he had been standoffish, almost rude. It wasn't until the last day of her vacation she found out why.